Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Engendered, reaching live from the nation's capital in Abuja. I am Victoria Agbi.
Good evening, esteemed viewers. How has your day been? Many thanks for joining us on the Engendered show on KAFTAN TV. I am Confidence Reuben. We'll go on a short break now, and when we come back, the Engendered show will continue. Do stay with us.
Let's be fast with our chores. It's almost time for Engendered. Girls, it's time for your favorite program, Engendered. Yeah, Mommy, we're coming right away. Sophia, turn off the gas. What are your fears as a woman? And what are your doubts as a lady? You think you're alone with those thoughts?
Well, welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's still your very beautiful show, The Engendered, reaching live from the nation's capital, a show where we discuss everything about the female gender. Well, we've been joined by our guests, and we'll be discussing so many things that have been happening on the social media lately, which includes the death of Junior Pope, of course, the incident that happened in Dunamis Church, and so many of them. So just stick to the station and do not go anywhere. Like I said earlier, we've been joined by our guest. He's a public analyst and, of course, an in-house guest. You might not know him, but we know him. So, well, we've been joined by him. I call him Pastor. Well, even though he says he's not a pastor, but I believe he's a pastor. I don't know why I see that, but I know he is, but he said he's not. So, well, I hope maybe he gets to, like, clarify that to you viewers this evening. He's no other person than Mr. Benedict Ako. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's good to have you joining you on the show.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Welcome. Good evening.
Thank you very much.
How you doing? How's the economy treating you?
Very well.
Well, one thing I want to say is that viewers, you can see that we're all putting on ox blood.
Okay.
Wine color. I don't know what you call it, but it's just the same uniform in a way.
It seems we peeped into each other's
wardrobe.
Seriously. Maybe it's a vision.
Okay, you see? You hear what you said. It's a vision. All right, viewers. Like I said, we'll be discussing social media trends. Now, last week, yes, the social media was awash with the death of one of our own very own Nollywood actress, no other person than Junior Pope, although he's not the only one that died in that incident, that boat crash. Well, it's kind of sad because, like I said, it was as though many people did not sleep that night because they were waiting to see what would happen. While there was information that he was dead, some said, oh, he came back to life, we're all happy, and then all of a sudden the next day we heard that he was dead again. So it was something that it was shocking. It was a shocking revelation. The fact that at the end of the day we discovered that perhaps it was a careless death, because there were cases where he or they should have used the life jacket, but they didn't use it, and then the poor production process and the likes. So many people have gone out there to lambast the producers, while some say, oh, this death was not necessary in itself. But when death comes knocking, could it be considered necessary or something? Because you see people walk by the street and they get hit. They didn't plan it. Nobody plans for death, right? What do you have to say?
You know, looking at the death of that young man, it's so shocking, as you said. And then when I looked at it in the social media, I felt that some death can be prevented. You know, when you take a precaution, that is why I love the white so well. That you are a kind of public figure as such, and working in that kind of environment and knowing fully well that you are not conversant or you don't have a knowledge of swimming or whatsoever, or the skill, perhaps, then, and going through such hurdles, and you don't take a precaution, it doesn't speak. One, I blame the young man in question. Even if you were not given a life jacket, it's a norm that you should ask for it, because of the risk involved. And I know, even I used to tell people that even though you don't value your life, the fact that there are some persons who are looking up to you, so therefore, you should, for their sake, should prevent some certain things from happening. You know, if they could have done that, I believe even though that young man would die on that day, I don't think he should be in the river there.
Okay, right. I want us to talk about the fact that you know, when the incident happened, there were cases of like what next to be done, and while others would say CPR should have been considered, he was quickly rushed to a herbalist instead of a hospital. Do you think our society in its way is perhaps going, and these are young people, not older people that you say, oh, maybe it's because they believe in tradition and customs, but a young man saying, let's take this person to a herbalist, when there's an alternative of the hospital?
You know, there is this African mentality in quote, that whatever that happens, their beliefs is that they apply it to a kind of a traditional ways of solving that particular problem in time. But okay, assuming if that thing did not happen in Nigeria, will there be herbalists to take that young man to? I believe could have been rushed to an emergency, isn't it? And who knows, he could have revived. Are you getting it? So, in the first place, taking that young man to herbalist, it shows that we begin to apply the African mentality in the sense that we have taken it to become a spiritual thing.
But then don't you think that taking him to that herbalist was like a closest solution they had at that moment?
As a first aid?
Probably the hospital is kind of far. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, both of us, we're not on the scene, so we don't know how it could be, because I believe that if that young man could have been rushed to hospital, who knows, maybe he could have been alive now, instead of that herbalist. Are you getting me now? Because even prior to this time, I overheard some persons say that among those who cross the rivers or make a kind of sacrifice whatsoever in the rivers, saw some little children giving them something as a sacrifice to appease the river or whatsoever. I know, I can't imagine that.
One of the actors did that.
So it doesn't. What is the relationship between crossing the river and
some people will say, give to Caesar what belongs to
what is Caesar? Who created the river? God created the river. We human beings has
that's their own Amadioha, their own God.
Okay.
The river.
I don't know. Okay, so I want us to also talk about the fact that this certain producer has been backlashed for perhaps it is alleged that she caused the death of Pope Jr. I don't know, because it seems as though many people want to get into movies and they become producers. I don't really blame them, because if you find out the process it takes to being an actor in a movie, you find out that it's difficult. Like one lady came out on social media to allege that she was called to come and act the movie, and then she was asked to pay. And then even when she looked for money everywhere and paid, they still wanted to take advantage of her.
It happens.
Okay, so it just tells you the extent in which getting a role in a movie in Nigeria goes for. So everybody wants to now become a producer. So, and now in that aspect of hustling, struggling, then this thing happens. Should such producer be blamed for it?
Now, there are some certain questions you have to put in place before you apportion blame in this situation.
Okay.
Number one, there are some necessary equipment that's supposed to have been provided before that journey will be embarked on. And one of the things is life jacket. If the producer make a provision for those things and the person in question refuse to wear, you cannot blame the producer. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if those things are put in place and these things still happen, there is no way you can blame the producer. There is a saying that you can force a horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. Are you getting it now? So if she make the provision of those things and the person in question didn't wear it, I don't see reason why someone should be apportioning blame to the producer.
And with this incident that happened, I came to realize that so many Nigerians will celebrate death than life. Now, as of then, the final news concerning his life or death situation haven't been, given out already. But some news channel and even some of his colleagues, they were already posting that he's dead. Meanwhile, he was still, fighting for his life. And then one of his colleagues came out to say that most of their colleagues find it very difficult to celebrate, their birthdays. But when it comes to death, they will always be the first to post. What's your reaction on this?
I know this technology has gone to play a very serious role in the life of humanity. That it has taken away this sense of
empathy.
Yes, from us. Are you getting it now? I was an eyewitness where an accident is happening and people were struggling to survive. But someone was there, busy videoing,
taking pictures.
If that man could have tried to get a helping hand, so many lives could have been saved. Are you getting it now? So sometimes I sit down to ask myself question, this technology, is it actually helping us or killing us? Are you getting it now? So, because is it just like you said, we're supposed to be celebrating while we were alive than when we are dead. Are you getting? Because no matter what you are saying now, that young man is not hearing you and is not there to appreciate you. But in a day of birthday, whatever thing you post concerning him, at least he's there to say thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Are you getting? And that is where we are losing it. Even in burial, it's happening. His burial, you see so many people is going to throw so many amount of money.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Some even travel far distance.
But none of them have traveled in one of his birthday to say, please, I am coming down to take you out for your birthday. Are you getting it now? And he could have appreciated more than now that he's dead. There's
a musical artist that sang about it. Appreciate and celebrate me while I'm alive.
Yes.
Or when I'm dead.
Are you getting it now?
Makes sense.
So I would digress a little. When my dad was alive, I do visit him during my NYC, and he usually, when I want to leave, he will call me to his inner room. He said, what you are doing now, you have done more than enough. That if I die, you should not regret that I died. Are you getting me now? And when my dad died, I was actually in worry when he died. And when my sister called me my dad, I told her, don't take him to mortuary, because that is an instruction given by him. Because taking it to mortuary, you are incurring so many expenses that you supposed to have been given to him while he was alive. Are you getting me? And that was exactly what I did. Are you getting me? So I believe that whatever help I want to give anybody, let me give that person when the person is alive. So that the person can say, thank you, or God bless you. And naturally, God will bless you. Are you getting me? And when the person will die happily, than when you are celebrating somebody who is 6 feet down. It's bad. Are you getting it?
Yeah, so people are so carried away with that day too. You notice that a fellow actor was there filming the whole experience, because everybody wants to be the one breaking the news on social media, getting traffic, and then the life of someone is lost. Sometimes people kind of blame me that, oh, when you rush them to hospital, hospital will ask for police reports and they don't have police reports to give or something, or sometimes they get accused of perhaps killing the person, okay, by police and the rest. So people are usually scared, but not, albeit I think that we should prioritize people's life. When you see an accident victim on the road, do not take pictures and start snapping. Look for a way you can help. Is it performing CPR? A CPR could have been performed on that guy's. Do you get? You would have gone. At least you would have tried. Okay. Is it by calling the ambulance?
Yeah.
Sometimes those services do not work in Nigeria, but try it. Right? Use your car. Provide help.
Of course.
You get it. So that way we get to save lives and humanity, because people are no longer humane. People just live their life as though that they don't care about the next person,
at all.
and it's so sad.
Very sad.
We just hope that this the soul of this departed, not just one, I guess there are about 4 or more, that their soul rest in perfect peace as we observe 1 minute silence. All right, may the soul of the departed rest in perfect space.
Amen.
All right, we'll move on to another social media story where 2 celebrities, a story of Veronica Nina became a viral sensation online and attracted public sympathy over a viral video of Pastor Paul Eneche rebuking her in church. The Dunamis International Gospel Center senior pastor had blasted Veronica during her testimony in his church, stressing that there was nothing like BSc in law. However, Veronica's Facebook post on Sunday, April 14, has resurfaced to corroborate her claim as people demanded an apology from Pastor Eneche. Now, National Open University of Nigerian fresh graduate Veronica Nina is trending online after a video showed Pastor Paul Eneche blasting her for giving a fake testimony in church. Well, viewers, I know perhaps you've seen that trending story online about Pastor Eneche lambasting his church member for coming up on stage to give alleged fake testimony. Well, let's get to hear or watch that video.
She graduated, like she said, the first person to bag a degree in her family.
Degree in what?
In
what law? What's it called? What's the name of the degree? Like medicine is MBBS. Give her the mic. What kind of degree is it? My medicine is MBBS.
BSc, sir. BSc in law, sir.
So the testimony is a lie. There is nothing like BSc in law. You either have LLB or BSc. It's a lie. The testimony is a lie. Please go back to your seat. BSc law. Is that how lawyers speak English? Please, anybody who comes to this altar to share a testimony that is not true, you do it at the risk of yourself. At the risk.
She graduated, like she said, the first person to bag a degree in her family.
Degree in what?
In
what law? What's it called? What's the name of the degree? Like medicine is MBBS. Give her the mic. What kind of degree is it? My medicine is MBBS.
BSc, sir. BSc in law, sir.
So the testimony is a lie. There is nothing like BSc in law. You either have LLB or BSc. It's a lie. The testimony is a lie. Please go back to your seat. BSc law. Is that how lawyers speak English? Please, anybody who comes to this altar to share a testimony that is not true, you do it at the risk of yourself. At the risk of yourself. We are not playing here. We are not faking anything here. When she started her testimony, she talking law. I knew there was nothing like law. No matter how bad it is, it hasn't got to that level. They say you got a degree in law. What degree?
Well, many questions that has been on the lips of many people is, was that actually necessary? A church is supposed to be a place for comfort, to perhaps make life easy for its members and people who approach the church, but these days it's no longer the same. Well, that's my own opinion, but many people will disagree, because I was saying earlier today about talking about this earlier, and someone just hit me on my back and said, no, don't talk like that. Well, the person is in the studio today, because I feel like in a way, people go to church to get comfort, find yourself, make yourself feel at home. And if you must correct me as a shepherd that you are, you should correct me in love. There's nothing wrong in approaching me later and say, oh, I don't think there's BS in law. There is no BS in law. What is it you said initially you studied, or something like that? Oh, Mr. Ben.
Just like you are saying, we human beings, we see things in different perspective. Are you getting me? And just like I was telling her today that somebody being called man of God is a man before he's of God. So that sense of humanity is always there. And no human being on the planet Earth is perfect. Are you getting me now? There are some times that imperfection will check out. And you might say something that you shouldn't have said. Are you getting me? So that comment made by senior pastor, I expect a different comment from him. Why? Because he's a public figure. And in as much as you are a public figure, whatever you say is, people read meanings into it. Are you getting it now? So what I was expecting when I saw the video is for him to tell the protocol, please, can you take her to the testimony decks, let them reconcile the testimony proper. Are you getting me now? By doing that, one, he has saved the woman of the embarrassment. Exactly. Are you getting it now? And all this social media, whatever, will not be there. Are you getting me? In there, they could have rectified so many issues before coming out. Are you getting me? And all the verification could have been made on that desk. Because I have been in Dunamis. I'm not a Dunamite anyway, but I've been there. And, there are persons that if they see crowd, this confidence will not be there. Exactly. Are you getting it now? Yes, they'll be frightened. And to be sincere, my dear, if you get to that place is more than the stadium. And the population in there, looking at them alone, you might even forget your name.
So you're saying the stage fright might be one of the reasons
yes, why the woman made that statement. Okay. Are you getting me? So in responding back to that woman, shouldn't have been in a way the senior pastor responded, but just like I say earlier, no man is perfect. Are you getting me?
Let's not quickly say no man is perfect and push away the things we are supposed to discuss, because most time people hide under this no man is perfect, and then they commit a whole lot of harm. It's just like someone who comes to offend you, hit on you, lay so many abuses on you, and later just say sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't change anything. You have done what you've done. Okay. So if I react badly, you shouldn't be like what you did has caused my reaction. She's saying she's fine and she's okay. But let's look at what this portends for Christians out there, or people who are non-Christians, or who are even backslided, or because of things like this. These are things that happen in churches. You go to church with the tendency that you want to go meet a family that will care, a family that will love you, and then you see a whole lot of shenanigans like this happen.
We are not talking about spirituality here. We are talking about the maturity of mind. Just let's leave the spirituality aspect of it. We are talking about I used to tell even my wife at home that maturity is not in the age. Are you getting me now? So it might surprise you that someone at the age of 80 is not still matured in mind. Are you getting it now? So, and when the person is making a statement, you will come to discover that these persons need to be matured. Are you getting it now? So the senior pastor making that statement, I felt that just like I said earlier, there are various ways he could have gone about it.
Yeah, like speaking to her in private.
Yes,
could
have called her to himself where he is. Are you getting me? Talk, maybe another testifier could have taken over. Why called her to yourself and have one-on-one chat? I mean, outside the microphone, one-on-one chat with her to actually know where she's standing. You know, if she's with you, you will know if it is the
stage fright.
Yes, that is causing her making that kind of statement. You know why I'm angry is this. You know, the senior pastor stood up to
buttress his point,
to elaborate on it. My head was big because why? Because he's one of my mentors.
I couldn't even watch that video.
Are you getting
Not
me?
until
Because
today.
I was trying to put myself in the shoe of that woman. And people, when you are there, you see crowd at your front, one at your back, side, everywhere, and all the eyes will be pointing to you. Are you getting me? At that moment, if I'm the one, I'll start crying. Even as a man, as I am. The best thing I could do to relieve my mind is to cry at that moment. Because I was trying, when I was watching the video, I was trying to put myself in the shoe of the woman. He couldn't have elaborate or explain the statement.
Because it added salt to the...
Are you getting me now? So, and we human beings, and if you watch the video very well, when he was explaining, you could get a reaction from the crowd at the background.
Yes. Is there anything like law in BS?
Are you getting me?
No.
Yeah, are you getting me?
Yeah.
And okay, right now we discovered that the woman actually graduated from the faculty of law.
Do you know that, Mr. Ben, if it's like a junior pastor that did that, such pastor will be suspended. Are you aware?
Yes.
So what are we saying? Perhaps maybe the senior pastor should be suspended for negligence. All right, let's look at the apology that was made by the church as regards the whole issue. Although it was the social media that went out to cry out for the woman that something like that, even though she has a portion of blame. I think yes, nobody that graduated with law, I beg your pardon, not BSc, with law should speak in that way. But I know there are people who are not so intelligent when they speak, but when they write, they can tell a whole lot of stories. They are so intelligent in writing and the likes. But I think to some extent, she has that share of blame. Well, now let's look at the apology made by the church. An official statement or the Miss Ayim Veronica Nina's testimony. Okay, so they apologized here on this. I don't want to read it because I don't want to take our time. They narrated as to what caused it, and it said, as a commission, we regret every inconvenience, hurt, and embarrassment this unfortunate scenario has caused to Miss Ayim Veronica Nina. We remain committed to her physical welfare as well as her spiritual growth. And some people are saying this is not enough. Please go back there where you stood that day, the way you stood up, the way you sat down and apologized to this woman. And perhaps that would be better.
Yeah,
what do you
think?
She
was embarrassed publicly, so she should be apologized to publicly.
I know I earlier said that human beings will differ. Are you getting me? We differ. Like somebody like me, when you offend me, and I found that, I think there is a saying that someone who is right is not, how did I put it? Is not always afraid of accusation or whatsoever, The woman is right because actually they find out that she actually graduated. Are you getting me? But if it's somebody like me, I wouldn't mind, because your apology won't change anything. What you have said, you have already said it. Are you getting me? Okay. So, and now, I saw a video where the wife and himself was with the woman. Are you getting me? They make a video when they apologize to her, how they have reconciled and all of that, blah, blah. But so many persons are saying that he should go back to the altar and tender an apology. I felt that he offended the woman, not the public. That is me. That is the way I looked at it. If the woman said...
Well, I'm offended on her behalf. Like, I told you I couldn't watch that video. It started on Sunday up until today. I only watched the video because I had to come on this show to talk about it. I am I am embarrassed on her behalf. So I feel like an apology should be made publicly. Yes,
not privately.
But
it's actually a press statement, and it's a public press statement, right? Albeit, let's hear it from the senior pastor. This is a press statement written.
Okay. I think we all have to wait till Sunday.
Yes.
Are you getting it now?
Yeah.
Because the incident happened on Sunday service, right? Let's watch towards the coming Sunday and hear or see what is going to happen. I know he's kind of person, it won't take him anything during his preaching to have said that. He is very, he wouldn't mind to even kneel down on the altar to say it.
Well,
I believe.
So you're vouching for him. So in case he doesn't do, we'll bring you back here and perhaps.
No. The thing is that for him to accept the fact that he's sorry, that means he can go extra mile to tender the apology. And that is the way I looked at it. Are you getting me? I was a teacher, and I felt that I offended my student. I came into the class where I offended the student. I knelt down, even when they were shouting that I shouldn't kneel down. I did, to apologize to the student. The student was the one who came to pick me up. Are you getting me now? So I felt that it doesn't take anything to like heal the wound that you have caused. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So I believe in him so well that he can do that. One, to protect his image. Two, because of who is representing spiritually. I felt that he's capable, that he can do that. So let's watch till they come.
Well, I can't wait for Sunday to come.
That is it.
I'm anticipating the Sunday.
That is it.
All right, more stories. We have also the story of a trending video as to a woman who came out to perhaps narrate how all women are gold diggers. Well, like said on that post, because someone actually tagged me on that post and said, Victoria, come and see this thing. Oh. I said, me, I am not a gold digger. I don't care what you mean. But let's get her own perspective, because to some extent, I tend to understand where she was coming from, but not to say that you should target women are gold diggers. Well, let's get to watch that video, and after which we go on a short break and we'll return.
Looking at me right now, you are a gold digger. All women are gold digger. It's just that some of them are very good at hiding the shovel. You will not see it. You just see them, they come. You never know that gold they come to dig. Now let me explain to you why I think and I believe that for sure women are gold diggers, all of them. Now somebody will be so quick to type that I was with my husband when he had nothing. Did you marry your husband with the idea that as he had nothing, he will have nothing forever? No, of course. You married him for the potential that he's going to be rich one day. Women marry men hoping that the men will change in future, but a man will marry a woman hoping that the woman stays exactly the same, because men's love are closer to the God kind of love, unconditional. They are not expecting you to change. They marry you if you are slim. They don't want you to be fat. They just want you to be like that. They marry you if you don't used to wear hair. They don't want you to change into somebody that wears hair. They marry you if you don't used to wear makeup. They just want you to be the person that you are. But women go marry men. I don't like this man, not a big dress. I go just marry him because I want to teach him how to dress. This man, he don't get money rich, the kind of man I want to, but I go marry him because he go school. When he graduates, he go get big job. Women marry potentials. That's why I say all women, we are gold diggers. We are looking for something to dig, but some of us will hide it under the pretense of, hey, he does not have anything, but I will stand by him. When I married him, he didn't have money. But you didn't marry him because he had money. You married him because he didn't have money, yeah? But you married him because you know that maybe there will be a potential. Because women have this ability to look at somebody and say, oh yeah, This person has potential. He has a degree. He went to this. He has a first class. He has this. He's a brilliant man. He does not have money right now because he does not have a job. But in the future, he will have a job. If you married your husband, that he was poor, and you know in your heart that he was going to remain poor, and you still married him, come out and comment here. Nobody will say, the woman can lie anyway. They will come and lie and say, oh, rubbish. So I don't trust them. But no woman marries a man hoping that the man will stay the same. They married a man hoping that things will get better in the future. But men don't do that, except they are really desperate. And that's why you will see a man who want to marry a woman. The woman will be showing him that, oh, I'm a good woman, I'm a good woman. The man will be watching you. The moment he sees that there is one thing that he does not like, he will not marry you again. You know why? Because the man wants to marry you exactly what he saw. He does not want you to get into the relationship and change. Because men marry what they see. They marry a woman for what she is right now. They don't expect anything too much. But when a woman marries a man, she's expecting it will happen like this, it will happen. No. Men, they come into a relationship with little or no expectations. They just saw her, she's beautiful, she's young. Yeah, good enough for me. But women, you go get money. Man, no worry. I go push him. I go push him. Make it change. I go push him. I go push him. So women, we are gold diggers. It's not a bad thing to be a gold digger. It only tells you that a woman wants a better life for herself, which is selfish. But that is our protective factor. That is our instinct. Because we are weaker. We don't have strength to protect and provide for ourselves. So when we go out into the dating market, we are looking at the best for ourselves. Not just for ourselves. We are looking for our children. Because if you marry a man with no potentials, you marry a man that is not wealthy, who is going to take care of you when you are pregnant and you need to take off work? Exactly. So we are all looking for something, aka gold digger. We are gold digger. The best time you start accepting it, the better for you. So that you will not pretend and say, oh, I want to pretend that I'm not a gold digger because I want him to see the best in me. Then you can't go marry the one who will be the worst in you. When you open your eye, you'll be gold digger. Claim it with your full chest. I am a gold digger. Say it right now. I am a gold digger. I am looking for the best. Don't come and be pretending. We are all gold diggers. Digging, digging, digging. To see if we can hit gold or diamond. But you come and pretend, hey, my husband, when I married him, he had nothing. But you were expecting him, when he gets to maybe 30, 40 years, for him to have something, right? Gold digger.
Welcome back, esteemed viewers. I hope you watched the videos that the ladies making claims that all women are gold diggers. Well, me, I am not a gold digger.
I am not a gold digger, so.
Mr. Bell, I'm sure you watched the videos. What do you have to? What's your reaction on this video?
I know
women as gold diggers.
I know. I watched it, and the problem I have with the video is that word gold digger.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you getting?
Every other thing she said, she's correct.
She's perfectly. The story is okay, but that word gold digger, and if you look at the meaning of gold digger, is person, usually women, who enter into a relationship
to reap where they did not sow, right?
to dream wealth or money. Are you getting me? And actually, relationship is not all about money. Are you getting it now? So that's where I have problem. The word she used, gold digger, and that word gold digger, it doesn't go down well with me.
Okay, you know, when I checked the meaning of the gold digger, it said someone who digs or mines for gold, a person who cultivates a personal relationship in order to attain wealth.
Yes.
Right. So I know people who go into relationship and marriages. I know women, like, that's why I said everything she said there was correct, because women marry for prospects. Not just women, men too. You cannot see a woman that you know that does not have a prospect, or you don't think she can manage with you or something. You go and marry her.
Of course.
So she made it seem as though it's women that marry for prospect, then men they just marry for like who you are. Like even if you are you have the tendency of cheating, they will marry you and keep you like that with not hoping of you changing or there. I think like that's false interpretation there. Aside from people's calling women gold digger, which I know that so many women out there work hard for what they get. And build with men too.
You don't have generalized it. Should have just been specific.
If she's a gold digger, it's fine for her to be a gold digger. But I know for certain
it doesn't apply to everybody.
It doesn't apply to everybody.
I know, just like I said earlier, You know, let me just digress a little. You know, I'm somebody who loves the scripture so well. And when you take it from the creation of the world, you know, when God created Adam and Eve, he said, go and what? Multiply. That is to increase. You can't marry a man and expect the man to remain as it is. Are you getting me? The man should improve, both in finances, in every aspect of his life. Are you getting me? You can't tell me, okay, yeah, as now, glory be to God, because my wife married me when I am nobody. Are you getting me? I have nothing. But I'm not in the stage she married me. Are you getting it now? So that does not mean that when she's begin to see the changes, she cannot benefit from it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So as the man is improving, the woman too is also improving in all aspects of life. Are you getting me? Nobody, even three make progress, because there is irritability. There is what do we call it? Growth. Are you getting me? It's just like this table now that is static. Even it's 100 years, this table remain like this. So as a human being, there is always a change. So you can't tell me because a woman marry you for who you are, and when you are rich, you don't expect the woman to be getting the money. Where is it done? Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's not, all women are not good digger. I don't know, maybe, you know, I used to tell people that you are the one who knows yourself more than any other person. Are you getting it now? So maybe the young lady in question is a professional gold digger.
She said about herself that. She said she's a gold digger.
So, but as it is, one, my wife is not a gold digger. Are you getting it now? And my mother is not a gold digger, and my sisters are not gold digger. And as well, I know you both are not gold digger.
No, I'm not.
Are you getting it now? So you can, when you are making a statement like this, you can't generalize it.
Exactly.
Are you getting me?
That
There
is
is
why
I keep referring to my wife, because if you know the state this woman get married to me, you marveled. My salary is not up to even 20,000 naira.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Talking about this, I remember the other day we had the discussion in the building where since we have someone who is married in the house to talk, let's get his opinion. So there was, I asked the question, we were having a conversation, so the question popped up. We asked our guest that day if she could marry a man that earns 150,000 naira, I guess 100,000 naira, and she said no. So when we were done with this conversation in the studio, viewers, we went outside. So we asked so many ladies out there, and they said no. So the guys in the studio were perplexed, like, oh, so you mean we do not have hope that so we cannot find a woman to marry us for the little we earn? So it tells you what is happening in the society. If almost all the ladies in this building said, God forbid, they can't marry a man earning 100K. So what do you think of that?
Now, you know, just like I said, we have, and this lifestyle is mostly peculiar to some lady of this generation. Because when our forefathers married, in as much as the man can farm, they will give a woman in hand in marriage to him. Are you getting me? Because they felt that this man is hardworking. Are you getting me? My problem with ladies of this day, they don't look at the future. They look at the present. Are you getting it now? So a man earning, just like I gave you the scenarios, my own life history. My salary was, I was collecting 19,000 when my wife got married to me.
When naira still has value now.
With it value in every
state.
The
same thing as 100,000 naira.
Yes. So now someone who is collecting 100,000, what you need to do at that time is what we call planning. Are you getting me? There is a way you plan your life, and that 100,000 can be as if it's 100 million. Are you getting depending on the way you plan that 100,000? Are you getting me? Because that man has a future, and he is not praying to remain in 100,000. You know, the Bible says, he that findeth a wife find a
Finds
good thing.
and obtains favor.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
That favor is in quote. You coming to his life as a woman, you have brought favor into his life. And it might be that as you married him, within that month, his story will change.
Yeah, it does.
Are you getting me now?
You know, I believe that when two come together to work, the reward is even much.
Are you getting
than
it?
one person.
It's just like my wife used to say sometimes, I would have done a mistake if I. Are you getting me now?
Oh, wow.
Are you getting me now? So, and many ladies rejected me because my salary was nothing. But look at, if you go to my house and I gave you the picture of how I was living then, you won't believe that this is the young man. When I started, after my youth service, I was sleeping at the mat.
Wow.
But the young lady accepted me. So I advise young lady out there. There is, just like people used to say, there's always a light
At the end of the tunnel.
at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Every life has a tunnel. But no, there are men who are lazy though.
Of course.
Are you getting it now? So they don't want to, like, they are looking for a woman that will even provide for them. But the Bible said the man who cannot provide for his family is worse than infidel. So a man is wired to be a provider.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? So sometimes I do advise ladies that comes to me, look at the man's life. Does he have a future?
Prospect.
If you has a future, go ahead. Are you getting it now? In as much as the man is trying to dig a hole to make sure something comes out, then know that that man is heading somewhere and he will get there.
Beyond
Thank
the
you.
100K.
Are you getting? Yes, thank you so
Hope
much.
he talks to you. Because she was part of those that said
100K
no.
alongside with prospect.
I don't know,
Future.
prospect.
All right, viewers, it's been a wonderful segment and edition on Engendered this beautiful evening. Many thanks for watching because we don't have much time. Thank you, Mr. Alco
Thank
Benedict.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, viewers, until next time, I remain Victoria Agbi.
And do stay tuned for more updates on KAFTAN TV. I am Confidence Reuben.
Bye.
Bye for now.